this is Isabella Illustrations here. Welcome to a new video. So this video is going to be an immediate TBR book video. So I'm going to be telling you guys the list of books that I really want to read right away. So a TBR is a to be read basically, but these are going to be the immediate reads, the ones I want to read before any of the other books I have waiting on my shelves to be read. So I'm going to be showing you guys those. Some of them I have in order, and the other ones I'm not sure what order I'm going to read them in yet. So I'll figure that out later. But without further ado, let's get to the video. One thing I would like to tell you guys before I start is, unfortunately, I have returned to school, and I forgot how much of an emotional roller coaster that is for me and my mental health. So I think this semester I won't be focusing on making the school vlogs as much. If I do make them, they'll be rare. And it's just because I need to focus on myself and my schoolwork. And I find that remembering to film just adds more pressure onto me. So I hope you guys can understand that I've decided not to go through with filming those anymore. So yeah, let's now get to the video. Alright guys, so the first series in my immediate reading list is The Crowns series by Nicola Tyke. This is a trilogy, so there's 3. They're pretty thick, but so far I'm 50 pages in and I'm loving it. So I don't really care how long it is, as long as it's good. I mainly picked this up because of the heroine-villain romance that goes on in these books. Because I am a Dark Lena shipper, as you guys know, and that never went anywhere in the books, so that kind of bummed me out. So I've decided to pick up some books where the villain does get the girl, and I cannot wait to get to that part. Anyway, I'm really excited to read this series. I'm enjoying it so much so far. So yeah, that's my first series that I'm currently reading. The next series I want to read is the Sundered series, which is by Michelle Segarra West. This is a series of 4, so it's a saga, I guess. They're pretty short. They're like 300 pages. Anyway. So yeah, this is also a villain-heroine romance, so that's why I also picked this up, because I'm trying to heal myself from the Dark Lena sadness. Anyway, but yeah, super excited to read this series. It's a bit older. It's a fantasy as well as the other one. Both of these are fantasy series, so yeah, definitely excited to read these. Yeah, it's a very light and dark against each other, very similar to Shadow and Bone, so I'm definitely excited to read that. Next series, Beautiful Creatures. You guys know I'm excited to read this series. There's 4 books. I don't know if they're all this thick, but definitely going to read this first one because I want to annotate it and see the difference from the adaptation. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to read this one. Probably going to continue with the series to see what happens after the film because I really want to know what happens next. But yeah, this is also a fantasy, but it's a more contemporary fantasy, which I don't usually like. But for some reason, I do like this one. And I like the movie. So I'm thinking I'm going to love the book. So let's hope that happens so I can read the rest of the series. Anyway, those first 3 books were in an order, so I definitely had them from first one I wanted to read the most to the last. The rest I don't have in any particular order. So yeah, the next book is The Haunting of Hill House, which is a gothic horror by Shirley Jackson. Gothic horror is my favorite thing after fantasy. It's one of my favorite genres of all time. And The Haunting of Hill House is definitely one of her more popular ones. And I've watched the adaptations. The Netflix one is not so close to the book, I've heard. And The Haunting, the movie, that one from 1999 is my favorite adaptation of this novel, even though I haven't read this novel. Anyway, I'm definitely really excited to read this and see the difference between the book and the adaptation. It's very short. It's like 200 pages, so it's not big. It's going to be a fun read. I cannot wait to read this. I'm so excited. Anyway, that's all I got to say about this book since I haven't read it yet, but excited. The next book I want to read is, I don't have it physically, so I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. It's The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. Now, I'm not a Hunger Games fan, but when I saw the trailer for this film, I knew I had to go see it. So I'm deciding to wait to see the movie and then read the book. And if I like the movie, I'll read the book. Because I've heard that the book, it has mixed reviews. Half of people liked it, half the people hated it. So I don't really know if I'm going to buy it. But it's definitely one of those reads that's up there on my list that I definitely want to try if I like the movie. So yeah, I'm mainly going to the movie for like the little relationship between Snow and Lucy. I think that looks like it's going to go downhill. And me, I love it when those kinds of things like are doomed a little bit. But they also make me sad, so I don't know why I do that to myself. Anyway, definitely excited to try that book out. But yeah. The next book that I want to read is the Flesh and Fire series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This will be my first adult fantasy, and it's a little bit lower on this list because I have other fantasy series I want to read before this, but definitely excited to try this out. They're pretty thick. It's a series of 3 books, and yeah, I'm definitely willing to give this a shot. There's also like a villainish kind of guy and a kind of heroine kind of girl, so definitely going for that aspect. But yeah, I'm super excited to try this out. And the next 2 books, the next 1 book, anyway, this one's a classic. It is Dracula. Now, I've watched every adaptation of this, but I've never read the book. And I love Dracula, but it's just, the book has such a small font that it's taking me such a long time to read this book. But I'm definitely excited, and I definitely want to read this soon. So that's why it's on my immediate reading list. But yeah, this one's pretty long, but it's not bad. Anyway, definitely excited to see the difference from the adaptations and the book, because I hear they're quite different a little bit. So I'm definitely excited to see that, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. So yeah, the last book is the first book in the Never After series. I think they're connected, but you don't have to read them all. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, the first book in the series that I want to read is Hooked. It's a Peter Pan retelling, but it's a contemporary romance, and I like my fairy tale retellings to be like fantasy books, so that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it or not. I'm still not quite sure. I keep going through phases of wanting to really read it and then being like, the contemporary romance throws me off, so yeah, I do not know if I'm going to read this book, but I just thought I'd put it on the list just to ease my mind. But yeah, I'm going to see if I'm going to give it a shot, because I do like fairy tale retellings, and I don't know yet. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please like, so that way I know you guys like these book videos. And thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll come out with another video very soon. Yeah, bye guys.